Hello, so today's project is lighting for the bathroom. I'm standing in the bathroom now. See, the ceiling is very low. The beam that holds the ceiling up is literally 2 inches above my head. So that kind of dictated the options I have for what kind of lighting to use. And the lighting that I'll be using is track lighting. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the bathroom space anyway. This is the ceiling. And you can see that the ceiling of the bathroom is really the flip side of the loft floor, which is kind of thin. And it's held up by these beams here. It's a very small space, but there weren't many options for what kind of lighting. I couldn't use recessed lighting because there's no ceiling to recess the lights in. So recessed lighting was out, and regular lights, you can't attach anything directly here, right? Because you can't put like the electrical box that holds the light fixture here. One, because you can't screw it into this because the opposite of this is the loft floor. And two, the light fixture would be kind of dangling down and I'd run into it. So I had to have the lights within the confines of this 4x4, which is actually 3.5 by 3.5. So I couldn't have it go any lower, particularly since I'm tall. So that led me to track lighting, which basically you run a track, which is electrified. I can run it all across the beam here, and then you just put in spotlights, and there you go. There's nothing really in here yet. As you can see, there's the interior shower prepped. You have the washing machine prepped, and you have the toilet prepped. But before I put anything in here, I thought I'd put in lighting, and this is the wire that we'll be using to attach the lighting to. So basically the materials you need is the track itself. They come in 4 and 8 foot lengths. I got the 8 foot because the width of this is about 8 feet. And then you get like this power feed thing this is what that power feed thing right there is what you connect the end of this wire to. So I connect it to that. And then I insert this into the track that I just showed you. And then I got 3 of these track heads. They're LED. I just unboxed one of them. It looks really great. And best of all, it fits. I didn't check the specs before I bought it. It looked like it would fit, but I wasn't sure. But now that I tested, if I run the track right along here, you just snap these in. You just like turn it and it snaps in. So it fits. I don't have to worry about bumping my head. Okay, so the track length is 8 feet, but the bathroom width is shorter than that. It's about 7.5 feet. So we're going to use a hacksaw, and I'm just going to cut off a little bit of the length. You can cut to any size you want. So it turns out I was too tired yesterday, so continuing to now cut the track with a hacksaw. And it's cut off. So now we have the perfect length for the bathroom width. Just filing the end to get off, to kind of deburr it, get rid of like the sharp edges. Remember this, the track conduit power feed? Well, now I'm I'm going to knock out, this is a knockout, and I'm going to knock this out so that the power cable, the cord, can be run through here and then connected here, and then you shove this into the track. So that's what I'm going to do now. And that thing isn't tight. Now that I've taken out the knockout, I'm just going to push the track power feed into the track. There we go. Done. Okay, time to screw the track in with the supplied screw. Okay, so I screwed the track in 3 locations. One here, and one here. So now it's looking good. And now I'm going to cut this wire with the diagonal cutting pliers, the wire cutters, right about here. There we go. Now I'm going to run the power cable through that knockout that we made in the power feed. Okay, so I pulled this through here, through this conduit power feed, and unsheathed the cable from X14.2, and now you got the hot, ground, and neutral. And the instructions say to attach the hot to the brass screw and the neutral to the silver screw. The problem is they're both silver screws. Hampton Bay, you messed up there. So both screws are silver, which makes it very difficult to figure out which screw to connect the hot and which screw to connect the neutral. Anyway, after quite a bit of detective work on the internet, I spent over an hour looking through things and piecing information together. I figured out that this is the brass, this was supposed to be the brass plated one, and this is the silver one. So the hot will go to the brass, black to brass, and white to silver. So there we go. Okay, so I attached the wires to the screws. Now all there is to do is to put on the cover on here, snap in the lights, and turn the lights on and see what happens. Alright, so I screwed on the covers to the power feed, and now it's just a matter of attaching the lights. You just turn it around like that, and it locks in place. And if you want to slide it along, just turn it like this, move it along the track where you want to move it, snap it back in. All right, with the 3 headlamps snapped in place, it's time for the moment of truth. See how the light comes on. I'm a little worried because, like I said, one of the screws was supposed to be brass plated, but they were both silver, and so it's hard to determine which to connect the black wire to and the neutral. So if I got it wrong, maybe the lights will explode or I'll get electrocuted or something. I hope not. So let's give it a test. This was a pre-installed switch that I put in. It's a rotary dimmer. So I'm a little nervous. I hope hope it doesn't like all explode. 1, 2, 3. It worked! At first there was like a delay. I was like, oh no, I did something wrong. It worked! That really scared me. There was like I don't know, there was like a second delay where it didn't go on. Let's see if the dimmer works. I gotta show you while I'm dimming. So let's see if the dimmer works. So this dims it down. I'm dimming it down. And I'm dimming it up. Awesome. Wow, this is really nice. So at nighttime when you maybe come down to pee or whatever, you just turn it like soft up just a little bit softly. All right, that was the Trek lighting system install. Hope it was useful. Till next time. Oh, this way. Bye.